This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of Thursday, August 1st, 2024. I'm Alex Brown. Elevate Ventures is bringing back its Rally Innovation Conference this month for the second year. CEO Christopher Day says disparate stakeholders will come together for the event, which features a $5 million pitch competition, 6 innovation studios, thought leaders from around the globe, and a demo arena.
When we say innovators, those are not just investors or entrepreneurs alone. Those are philanthropic leaders, educational leaders, foundational leaders, policymakers, our departmental leaders in our businesses. Anyone who has a hand in the pie of trying to make the world a better place, those are the types of folks that come to Rally.
Last year's event drew 3,000 people from 15 countries to Indianapolis. The Wall Street Journal and Realtor.com are out with their summer 2024 housing market ranking, and 2 Indiana communities are in the top 5. Fort Wayne maintained its number 1 spot on the list, followed by the South Bend, Mishawaka region at number 5. The ranking evaluates the top 200 metropolitan statistical areas using 8 metrics across 2 main categories: real estate market and economic health and quality of life. Shelbyville-based Capital Industries, a manufacturer of full-service custom robotics systems, has been acquired by Asieta, an industrial robotics automation company headquartered in Waukesha, Wisconsin. Financial terms of the deal are not being disclosed. From the number 1 source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation invite you to the Engage Indiana series, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. With an unrelenting focus on growing Indiana's economy, we'll dive into each region's unique challenges and distinct opportunities for growth. 9 regions, 1 goal. Indiana's bold future starts here. Discover more and register at ibj.com/engage.
In 2015, Alex Sednai co-founded South Bend Code School along with his wife Alex and Notre Dame professor Chris Frederick. In a Q&A for our South Bend Elkhart Region Report newsletter, he said the company hosted after-school programs for students of all backgrounds, but had to make a change when the pandemic hit, causing those programs to shut down.
At the same time, the state of Indiana and Michigan both had computer science mandates coming down the education pipeline. What that meant was that kids as young as grade 4 could be tested on computer science concepts for state standardized testing. We ended up pivoting a little bit into working directly with educators in schools. We've worked with about 30 schools at this point across Indiana and Michigan to help them get computer science going for their systems and meet those standards.
However, Sednai said the school plans to restart its after-school programs this fall. Indiana's universities are raising the alarm on the state's overhaul of high school diplomas, with some warning the current plan tips students toward the workforce instead of emphasizing academic rigor or preparing them for higher education or other postgraduate options. In letters sent last month to top Indiana education leaders, presidents and administrators of the public institutions called for a reconsideration of the proposed graduation requirements. The state's proposed plan would stop offering most existing diplomas with the class of 2028. It creates 2 new diplomas with options for students to receive seals on their transcripts that emphasize their readiness for military enlistment, employment, or college enrollment. You can connect to the letters from university officials at InsideIndianaBusiness.com. Dean and Barbara White Family Foundation Executive Director Bill Hanna is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio On Demand.